इलाहाबाद से भी जोड़ते हैं. This is such a place which I need not put before you, but for my fondness of the value of the soil, may I call the center of constructive federalism. As Vishwadeepak Tripathi discussed with Professor Sharmaji, and as I planned to travel here, accommodated to have Kumbh Snan or Jnan Snan. I value your presence as the Ganga. Let us assimilate and move forward. Today, where we are standing. First, before entering into my subject, I am Ananda Bhasker Rapolu, son of Warangal district of Telangana, the original strength of the movement which achieved separate state, which is having its own emotional, geographical boundary, sustained all along for 60 long years of its merger into British ruled Madras presidencies, Andhra state. That's why I am connected with Ganga Jamuna Tehzeeb. Today, we the people of Telangana have proven that though in minority, we can achieve the justifiable, constitutional, democratic, republican urge. Ours is a success story. I entered into upper house of Indian Parliament in 2012, being the protagonist in the forefront of the agitation and movement. My choosing and putting into upper house of Indian Parliament by the then ruling party has raised the eyebrows. This is a reflection of the thought process of the ruling party towards the democratic urge of the minority in space, minority in land, minority in population, minority in convincing the authority. And it is my thorough satisfaction, being the son of the soil, in my term of upper house itself, I could not only represent the then United State of Andhra Pradesh, but also newly bifurcated, long existing Telangana state, while having friendship, affinity, brotherhood and bond with my Telugu brethren of Andhra Pradesh. We carry harmony. Let me put forth a few points which I am trying to spread across. How this Indian Republic is. Are we success as a republic? since we are successful as democracy, as we have proven our constitutionality, and we have proven our Indian Constitution's relevance even after its adoption way back 1950. The world has convinced that India can perfectly exist in its diversities. How come this beautiful Indian Republic, with all its exigencies and conflict-like situations, becoming economic power, political harmonious administrative visionary location, while several nations are facing such complications to relook into their frame of administration, civility, and their social priorities. Let me touch one thing, Professor Sir. The Indianness in its Sanatan form and to the up-to-date advanced modernity, perfect federal establishment. अजम निज परोवेत गण चेतसाम उदार चरितानंतु वसुदैव कुटुंबकम. We are not blindly preaching. Our boundaries are unknown to our senior-most citizens of this part and that part. Take all corners of our country, you will find lakhs and lakhs of citizens, those who have not traveled in their lifetime to the other side of the nation, not at all having any exposure, any understanding of the way of life, either in political frame or in social frame or even in economic administrative frame. But we feel proud to be Indian. How it's happening? How it's happening? This is the place of Maharshi Bharadwaja. What he has taught. This is the place from where the revolutionary fire has exploded in several shapes, not only in the shape of Shahid Chandrasekhar Azad. This is a place of Kabir Das. This is a place of Sant Ravidas. मन चंगा कटोरे में गंगा. गंगा मैया का बगल में बैठते हुए मन चंगा कटोरे में गंगा बोल के हिम्मत से जीने वाला संत रविदास जी का, कबीरदास जी का, इसमें से आज क्या ढूंढ लेना है? इतना जरूरी है क्या? इतना हाई क्लास हाई प्रोफाइल डिस्कशन में उतना पुराना सनातन नामों का गणने का जरूरत है क्या? पूछ भी सकते हैं. वहां से ही फेडरलिज्म फ्रेम हुआ है. मेरा आर्ग्यूमेंट ये है. This is where we are exactly imbibed. The travel of Maharshi Agastya the present day historians in their own frame, sorry to say, might have made it into mythology, since we didn't have Dr. Minuja, the scientific ephemerical historical database, but it is having the bond in South India. We are bonded in such a way. Ours is a multicultural society. What's happening in India today? Reculturalization of each and every way of life. That is the essence. That is the real panacea. That is the medicine with which we are, even for the future, we are getting ready to sustain. If you go to Tripura, you will feel so deeply engrossed. My Indianness is so rich here. If you travel to Vadnagar, Dwaraka, nearby Allahabad and all other parts, Kutch, Bhuj, and even up to beyond, those are not in our limits as the boundary today. We will see the Indianness, the beauty of Indianness. Why it bonded so deeply? This is not only just from north to south. The latest dharmic ityas of, say, more than 1000 years mentions about the beauty of work of Adi Shankaracharya. Wherever you go to Srinagar, you go to Jyotirmath, you go to Kedarnath, you go to any location. The footprint, the imprint of Adi Shankaracharya has established the federal structure. Until and unless we deeply, scientifically analyze the very great impact of such deepened way of assimilation, we cannot understand the present day federal structure of Indian Republic. From where now I am starting to come to your issue, which may snowball into a complication. And if it is safely, carefully handled, can also spread the fragrance of Indian Republic foundation. What's happening to the Indian Republic today? The 15th Finance Commission is dreaded with the anomaly of the terms of reference. Your brothers and sisters in southern parts are feeling bad. They are worried for our discipline, for our social, family, economic discipline. If we are to be punished, what type of agitation we will record? This is the major contention which is growing. I have mentioned about the flow of north to south and south to north. I mentioned that that is the wonderful foundation which will always yield some positive support to our Indian federality. And at the same time, present day complication, I am warning that it may snowball into a greater complication. how to look at it. Yes, population wise, electorate number wise, the setting of constituencies of Indian Parliament's lower house, we have our benefit of administrative facility. But that facility shall always be harmonious, assimilative. It must spread the scope for inclusion, not for exclusion. What's happening now? Since your chair is also having the priority of nation building, Indian Republic, the South-North contentions, and the growing complications towards the Republic's constitution. Our veterans in economics, in anthropology, in sociology, besides political science and public administration, have looked at the post-independence India up to 1988 in three different phases. 1948 to 47, 48 to 67, 68. Then on 72, 78, crumblings, new formations, new reinforcements of political organizations, and then on the experiments of federalism within the political arrangement. Politician is the person who will grab the each and every opportunity to learn the extraordinary dangerous science and convert into their own language, words, phraseology, and to reply back and revert back. You scientists of the society, through your chosen angles and sectors and studies, shall also look to them how greatly they are getting adopted. Then your science will be having much more standard deepening. You can synthesize how we shall look now. I have mentioned about those three phases. Today, how to look at what happened in 1990s, what happened between 2000 and 2004 and 2004 and 2009, 2014, and what was the mandate of 2014? Pure scientific angle. You all know that I am a colored fellow. I have my own political alienation. But my words are not at all having any resemblance of my background, my leanings, my affiliations. The dispassionate scientific outlook towards the problem will start yielding us for a very good answer to the growing complication. This is what I wanted to first emphasize with you all. For that, what we need to do? How the political realignment is going on? And is that administrative and economic realignment are in consonance with those political realignments? When they are not having the harmony of these 3-4 sectors, the contention will sustain. This is where we need to once again connect with our unity in the diversity. The global scientists of economics, of sociology, or of political science analyzed our Indian Republic and its setting. Since India is centralized society, mostly the centralized society, the federalism is sustaining. We are not ready blindly to accept that. That is also a factor, one of the factors, but that is not the totality of the factor. We have togetherness. We feel to be united. We have the basis of connect through our soil, through our water, through our way of life. Unexplainable, the so-called mythological affirmations, and with so many diversities of practices of beliefs. Is in such condition, why this question mark of South-North contention evolving into a conflict, complication? This is where we need to focus, not only in Allahabad, the center of federalism, during our pre-independence days. Several leaders of several lines of thought process used to have the Sangam here. At the same time, today, political class are getting adopted with those requirements, but administrative level contentions are being just kept like that. For this, your thought process will add to the harmony to be evolved around the nation building. Ours not just centralized society. Yes, it looks administration either in the state, even if you take at block level or district level, leave alone the nation aside, you will find some sort of centralization. Why we are accepting that? For the benefit of smooth passage of the delivery of intended results, benefits, fruits, we are allowing it. Likewise, at the union government level, you may be changing certain nomenclature of certain institutions, certain setups, but the major thrust is being sustained. Whenever there is excessive centralization, subsequent correctional mechanism is also flowing. The daughter of Allahabad, Indira Gandhi, who was blamed for the imposition of emergency, was the first person to accept or misstep profusely. She has so broadly, gladly, graciously, knowing to total world, offered her understanding and apology and gained her mandate back. Why I am bringing this political point into our understanding? With that, she has gained the appreciation and confidence. Confidence is the most essential point to rule out these slight conflicts, complications. If that is in distant show, this conflict will go on. As federalism, which is very important factor for our south-north affinity to sustain the idea that is India. Before the globe, there shall not be any confusion in the confidence of the people of all across all the states of the country. Then is there any deficiency of confidence? Yes. With my practical understanding, during these contemporary times, there is visible deficiency of confidence from certain states, particularly from south and northeast, that they are being treated stepmotherly. If that is corrected, for the correction, what we are doing today in northeast, wherever you travel around, be it Arunachal Pradesh, be it Mizoram, be it Meghalaya, be it Nagaland and Assam, there was great assimilation into the Indian thought. But all of a sudden now another complication in the shape of we, the people of India, as the citizens, becoming a question. Will it snowball into a complication? We need guidance from you, researchers. Analyze. Those you might have chosen your topics in such a way to attain your award and to decorate your prefix. But at the same time, this is also a bounden duty as the enlightened citizen of the nation What is your guidance? Why Kerala is talking in different tone? Why Tamil Nadu is waking up in different way? What happened between these states of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana? These questions have to be imbibed into the frame of confidence. Then only the we feeling will sustain. Since we have the depth of way of life, anthropologically, sociologically, culturally, socially, and economically, besides politically, as a citizen of India, throughout the nation, the bedrock of the federal structure of the Indian Republic is sound, but structure shall never look shaky. There needs to be a correctional mechanism for which we need to try to focus our thought process and put forth certain hypotheses to formulate into solutions. With this plea, let me wind up my submission to you and one another fresh submission. This is century, more than century old university. I come from such a land from where it is also having a century old university. Ours are the centers of knowledge. Times immemorial. We have richness of learning, innovation, depth of research. But these days, the quality of research and the employability of the education became big question mark. Higher learning institutions are such where each and every individual shall commit to have their work to be focused in the global plane. Take the example of Dr. Minuja. Move forward global. Wish you all the best. God bless.